Beginning tomorrow, New York City will enter a heat emergency that will last through the 4th of July weekend. Temperatures will climb into the high 90s and triple digits. With humidity, it will feel even hotter, with a heat index that could peak around 112 degrees. If the forecast holds, this could be the hottest 4th of July since 2010. These are extremely dangerous conditions, and they will affect every part of our city. To prepare, I have activated the city's heat emergency plan. Since last week, our city agencies have been proactively coordinating to keep New Yorkers and tourists safe. The single most important thing you can do in these temperatures is to stay indoors with air conditioning. If you can avoid going outside during the hottest hours of the day, please do so. Start figuring out your work and childcare arrangements and know where you will go to stay cool. A few minutes of planning now could help your family stay safe later. Our Department of Health and Mental Hygiene is also partnering with community-based organizations to expand pop-up cooling stations for outdoor workers, including street vendors, delivery workers, and day laborers. Last week, I signed an executive order focused on protecting workers from the hazards of heat. Our administration is hard at work developing guidelines that will keep workers safe. While we finalize these guidelines, I want to urge all employers in New York City to develop those plans to protect your employees. It is not enough to say that they can take breaks when their paycheck is on the line. Workers cannot cool down when they have quotas to meet. They cannot go into a cooling center when they are on the clock. Please make a point of ensuring that your employees know their rights and that they will not face consequences for staying safe. And to every business owner, please set your thermostats to 78 degrees to alleviate the stress on our power grid. Every worker in New York City has the right to a safe workplace, and that includes safety in extreme heat. My recommendation to all New Yorkers is to stay inside and stay cool. And if you happen to be getting married at Madison Square Garden, you will be staying inside and you will be staying cool. And I think it's a good example to set for the city at large. When it comes to these temperatures are extraordinary temperatures. Yes, we are proud to be hosting World Cup matches. I think France and Sweden is kicking off shortly. And we are proud to have sail forth 250 as well as celebrate the 250th anniversary of our nation. And we also know that even if this were just any other year, to be breaking into triple digits over the course of these many next days, it is of immense concern given that too often the heat is something that is underestimated. You know, we have heard from commissioners across a wide variety of city agencies and departments. We cannot emphasize enough how important it is to stay safe, how important it is to take this heat seriously. You know, many of us grew up watching commercials where they would tell us to stay thirsty, my friends. I think the recommendation for this weekend is to stay quenched. Drink as much water as you can, put on as much sunscreen as you can find. This is a time to try and stay indoors as much as you can. And for those who want to be outside, we always want to do whatever we can to make sure that's safe, whether it's extending the hours at New York City swimming pools or it's ensuring that we are providing as much guidance as possible to get to a place with air conditioning.
নিউইয়র্ক থেকে সম্প্রচারিত TBN24 টেলিভিশন বিশ্বজুড়ে বাঙালির কণ্ঠস্বর।